Well, Savannah is always been a very historic nation. I mean, a very historic community that prizes itself on civil rights, social justice, organizing, and tapping into the spirit of folks like W.W. Law, who years ago was able to do the exact same thing, mobilize people. And that is the beauty of what we saw yesterday. Savannah, Chatham County was able to defend, this process, not even talking about electoral outcomes, the process of elections and democracy. We just got tired. You saw people become sick and tired of being sick and tired, in the words of Fannie Lou Hamer. We got tired of seeing our brothers in Brunswick, Georgia, literally shot to death like an animal in the street. We got tired of seeing our communities literally exacerbated and decimated by a public health pandemic and not have access to health care. We got tired of seeing our communities literally have to settle for family dollars and Dollar Generals as opposed to actually having food markets, fresh produce in our community so we can feed our families. And so we got tired of the bare minimum. We got tired of the status quo, and we got tired of dying. And so this was an effort for people of all kinds of persuasions, community backgrounds, ethnicities to come together and to say enough is enough. Let's build a kind of community that we all know we deserve and that we all know that we can have. That's what changed. The intersection between opportunity and preparation was met by those who were in Georgia. And that is what ultimately is the victory. The outcome of an election is not that wasn't our focus, even though we have organized to, create the kind of systematic changes that oftentimes do result in electoral changes. But the priority was, how do we build community? How do we lift up the voices of grassroots organizers and labor workers and advocacy organizations so that the issues that the people were prioritizing and lifting up was that which was on the table? When you look at Savannah Chatham, there's a great concern about transition, primarily as it relates to inmates transition or residents of correctional facilities that are transitioning back into society and community. As they re-enter into community, how are they being supported? And so when it talks about the electoral process, many of them do not know that they are able to vote. And, removing a transition center from the Savannah Chatham community is primarily disenfranchising our returning citizens. And so we have to be more proactive and empowering them to participate in the process, because any time we lose voices, we lose community, and we need them just as well as they need us. That's just one issue of several that we could talk about as it relates to Savannah Chatham County. And I know that a lot of elected officials and community leaders are working on this issue, but it's one that's near and dear to my heart, and I'm going to continue to work alongside them to ensure that our friends, our family members are included.